Borgar! Hello, hello. Hi, Anne. I haven't seen you in a while. Hi, you guys. Hi, everybody. Okay, okay. Meepers. Hello. Hi, hi. Okay, hang on. Just give me a sec. Okay. Where's my thing? Karma. Karma. Hello, hello. Okay, so shush, shush. Okay, no, it's like so basically for today's stream, we're kind of just it's gonna be mostly just like you know how I've been mentioning a couple times this week already that growing up I struggled getting along with girls, or I struggled um relating to the age because they would talk about boys and crushes, and I was just like, I just want to play with Hot Wheels and cartoons. Like, why are we talking about boys? Bleh! Males. And Beyblades. Yeah, exactly. Beyblades. That's why I hung out with the boys, because they weren't talking about girls. No, they were talking about Beyblades and Yu-Gi-Oh! And I wanted to hang out with them because of those things specifically. Beyblades. I have a very specific story about Beyblades, but we'll get to that at some point. No, but like basically for today's stream, we're going to do what I failed to do when I was younger. We are going to talk about crushes, but instead of real life humans, we are going to talk about animated boys and girls. So it doesn't matter if you had a crush on, let's say, Sam Manson from Danny Phantom, or if you crushed on Danny Phantom himself. We are going to have like a goon sesh. So it's basically just gonna be a Zatsu where we just simp over cartoon characters. So we're gonna do that. But yeah, I got 67 plays. um, Congrats, but like I'm just surprised that they even counted that high for that sort of thing. I'm that's kind of just surprising to me. But anyways, I win. Hello everybody. Hi Skyfish. Neko. Hello, hello. Oh my gosh. Wait, hang on. This music. um. Wait. Hang on. Burger, are you using your first one or your second one? I'm just gonna. Oh, there we are. I found it. I found it. Dropping by to say hi, so should be watching a movie with friends soon. Oh, okay, that's fine. Thank you so much for stopping by, though. I hope you have a good time watching the movie later. Bye bye. Number one. This music. I'm change music real quick. I don't. This maybe this one. Hang on, man. This is what's a bit risky with these random playlists is because if you want it silly but only a certain vibe, you don't know what other people's playlists are gonna be like, unless you like actively like made sure to check every single song that's playing on the playlist. Being content creator is hard, guys. Anyways, hi Jose. Hello, hi. Hmm. Anyways. Put on the most brain drain for my buddy Crunchy. Oh wait, I think I know exactly what kind of music to play. My God, hang on. We're gonna we're gonna have some very very silly music in the background. I think I mentioned yeah. I think a while ago I did mention like in the past when I was a streamer in the shadow realm. You know, when I was isekai, I did I did many streams where I just played like the Wii theme, like you know, like the Wii Shop theme, like over and over, like on loop. And then at some point, I used like the SpongeBob music. Would you guys even like that? I think you guys would like hate it so much if I just played like the SpongeBob music or like the Wii theme for like every single stream I did. But it matched the vibes. We were having very brain rotty type of conversations on there. Anyways, so let's yeah, should we just play like SpongeBob music just to try? Do you guys want to try that? It's every stream. But we okay. Hang on. I have the music. Hang on. Okay, give me a sec. Give me a sec. I know exactly which one to use. This is oh my god, it's so dumb, but it's we're doing this. We're doing this today. We're doing this today. We're gonna be enjoying this as the background music for like the full 2 hours. Anyways, guys, let's talk about animated characters, huh? Let's talk about how horny we are for cartoons. Because I couldn't here's the thing that was so funny. Yeah, no, it's been a while. I don't know. That's so sad though, if that's true, Cedric. Mexico, hola. I don't watch cartoons. Imagine not watching cartoons. Like you're telling me you were like being mentally healthy and reading books and talking to people your own age and going outside. That's crazy. That sounds fake. That sounds fake. Like that doesn't sound like any child that I know. You only watch anime. That's okay. Even if you haven't, I'm sure you've seen movies. Like even, I doubt that you've never seen a single cartoon. Like whether it's a TV show or a movie, I'm sure you've seen some. Yeah, we're definitely we're going to be simping. That's for sure. What's a movie? I'm gonna kick your ass. I swear to God. Remove internet search history and the search terms for Disney princess. Bro, your dad. That's crazy. Holy shit! I don't know if I could recover from knowing that part of my father. You know, it's like I don't want to know what my parents are into. Like I really don't want to know what they're into. um. Okay. So basically, Ariel specifically. Oh, not the 16-year-old, not the bikini wearing 16-year-old. Okay. So, anyways, back to my story. It was like yeah. So I didn't get along with girls my age. Or not even like my own cousins. You know, like I couldn't talk to them about boys and stuff. But I thought it was really funny in hindsight because I was telling my sister this story about whenever we'd be watching a cartoon or something and or a movie, let's say like a Disney princess movie and I'll see certain characters like Lola Bunny. You know, I'll see a movie or like a TV show. I'll see Lola Bunny. I'll see Jessica Rabbit. Maybe girls from the Winx Club. You know, and I just remember thinking, oh my God, they're so pretty. Like holy shit. And then and then I'd say to my sister, I was just like, oh, like they're so pretty, right? Like there's that character's so pretty. And then my sister would be like, yeah, she is pretty. And then I would say the same thing to my friends at school. They'd also say that certain characters were pretty. And then it took me until I was older when I realized, oh, they meant pretty in a different way from me. A very, very different way. They meant it in like a wholesome, oh, she's a pretty girl. I meant it in a lesbian way. I meant it in a very gay way. You're a freak. Shut up, shut up. No, but that was like so looking back on things, right? I really should have known that I was bisexual much earlier, because I would crush on both characters in a ship, and it was just like something that I didn't really realize, because so compet is I think it's compulsory heterosexuality or something like that. So basically it's like you have to be straight by force, kind of a thing. But for me it wasn't necessarily by force, it was just that I didn't know that I could be gay, or if it was an option. So I was just like, yeah, I'm straight, right? Like, sure, I have a girl crush on Emma Watson and Emma Stone, and of other female characters, a lot of other female actresses and singers, but I'm still straight. I'm just bi curious. I'm just hetero flexible. That's all. And then I look back on my crushes and I'm just like, oh, that's oh, it was, oh no, I was hella gay. Which is really funny. The reason I'm saying all this now is because somebody told me recently that that they were shocked when I was telling this story about me being like bi on stream a couple days ago, and they were like, "Wait, are you actually bi?" And I was like, "Dude, after all the times that how many times have I talked about simping over women? How many times have I lusted after women?" And he's like, "Yeah, but like you do talk about boys a lot." And I'm just like, yeah, but that's just boys. You can, like, just because I've never had a girlfriend or slept with a woman doesn't mean I'm just like 100% straight. You know, there's so many virgins that still know that they're gay or still know that they're straight, even if they've never done it with somebody of that gender, you know? You know, it's just like, let me just go and let me simp. Don't invalidate my experience. You simp over femboys and you're still straight. Yeah, what is, I don't know. That's the thing. Remember when I was talking about this a few days ago, is like you can simp no matter the gender, you know? It's like, who's, like, labels are only for other people's convenience to understand who you simp over. But realistically speaking, the only person that needs to know who you're attracted to is yourself, you know? It's like I mentioned, sexy is sexy. It's like, is it my fault that this femboy just looks so much prettier than if you just look like a boy? I don't know. It's like, does that make me straight or gay? I don't know. Sometimes a femboy hits different. It's like a cute girl in a maid costume, very cute, very nice. um a cute boy in a maid costume, hella nice. I wonder why they're all goth adjacent. Okay, yeah, let's talk about the crushes now. Hi. So the thing that's really funny, right, is like whenever people ask me what my type is, I'm always like, I don't really have a type. I feel like the personality matters more, you know. I think that once I start to get to know somebody, once I start to like them as a person, then I'll find them attractive, no matter what they look like. They can be tall, short, fat, skinny. Um, it doesn't, like, light skin, dark skin. It really doesn't matter. If I like your personality, I'm going to like you, and then I'm gonna find you attractive no matter what, right? That is not the same for cartoons. That is not the same for anime characters. I definitely have a type when it comes to animated characters. So with cartoons, I'm kind of basic. Like, I will crush on every single goth babe out there, you know. And it's like, it's not just the girls. I also really like the boys. So so Marshall Lee from Adventure Time, I would consider a goth boy. And then there's also Danny Phantom. I know technically he's not goth, but I don't care. I read him as goth. Oh, fun fact about me: the very first cosplay I did was Danny Phantom actually. I had to borrow a wig from my friend. I didn't know how to style it. I just wore it normally, and I didn't know a lot of things, but like that was like my very first cosplay. And I made a friend group just because they were like simping over Danny Phantom, and they were like, "Oh my god, Danny Phantom!" And then I saw their cosplays, and I was like, "Oh my god, Homestuck!" And then I became friends with them. Speaking of which, actually, some person that I know from that friend group is actually joining this, and so I'm just like, holy shit, that's how I feel about this. Like, I there's it's too many personal connections in Nexus. I don't really I don't really like it. You were a Homestuck nerd? Yeah. Unfortunately, I did end up also cosplaying as a Homestuck character. It's not any of the ones that you can think of. So Crunchy, since you're the only one who's like mentioning they're joining because of you specifically. No, they were recruited by the Nexus recruiter. So I was like, oh, oh, okay, okay. And they told me about it, and I was like, oh, fascinating. I don't know. I don't know how to feel. But anyways, Crunchy, do you know March Aridin? So basically, that's like the special edition Aridin where he's like wearing like a like a tube top and a red plaid mini skirt and combat boots. I think. I wore that. That was my cosplay when I confessed to a boy for the very first time. I was covered in gray paint. And I thought, you know what would be great? If I confess to him now. I think this is a perfect opportunity to confess to a person for the very first time, covered in gray paint at the end of a cosplay convention. It did not go well. I was I so here's the thing. I met him when he cosplayed um uh Carcat, I believe, and I was like, "Oh, he's so pretty." And then and I confessed to him I literally, as he was coming out of the bathroom, he came out of the bathroom, and I was like at the door, and I was just like, "Hey, real quick, I just before I go home, I gotta tell you something." He's like, "Okay, what?" And I was like, "I like you." And he said, "Thank you." Like he wasn't even like that's the thing too. He was being so nice about it, and I was like, "Oh, okay. Anyways, bye." And then I ran away because my parents were already waiting for me, and so I had to go home. And that's why I no longer confess to boys or girls. I never confess anymore. I'm scared. I'm traumatized. A thing about Homestuck, I just see way too many nerds on Twitter. Yeah. Yeah, it's bad. But if you look up March Aridin, man, I can't. I wish I had like visuals on screen. But March Aridin is basically like a femboy character, I suppose. So yeah, that was my very first cosplay. That was one of my earlier cosplays. But yeah, no. Anyways, speaking of yeah, so Danny Phantom, I had a crush on a lot of characters from that show. Like now that I'm looking back on it, um, oh, before I forget, right? So that friend that joined Nexus, he's the reason I realized I was bi. he he put up this was back when I was like 18, I think. He put up a post on Facebook. He said something like, everybody list down your cartoon crushes, your childhood cartoon crushes in the comments below. And then I was making my list, and as I was writing my list, I realized, wait a minute, this list is mostly women. More than half this list is female characters. Hang on a sec. Wait a damn minute. And then I was like, I just remember it's just like hitting me like a truck, not like I've ever been hit by a truck before. I was just like, hang on. Oh my god, wait, am I bi? And I just remembered spending the entire afternoon that day just kind of like hunched over my desk, just being like, huh, interesting. That makes a lot of sense now. That makes so much sense. I had I had no idea. Yeah, exactly. I was like, oh, that makes sense to me now. Oh, I get it. Yeah, exactly. New sexuality unlocked. Like I was gaslighting myself into thinking I was straight for many years, for like 5 years at that time. For no, wait, no, just 3 years, I think. So like for 3 years, I was just like, I'm not, I don't like girls. I just find this one particular girl very attractive. That's all. Cartoons don't count. Everyone thinks cartoons are pretty. That doesn't count. Emma Watson doesn't count. Everybody thought she was pretty at the time. No one cared. But yeah, I know that's what I thought was really funny. So from Danny Phantom, I just remembered I had a crush on a bunch of characters. I crush on Danny Phantom and Danny Fenton. So that's his human form and his ghost form. I crushed on Sam Manson, the goth babes. I crushed on um, Paulina, the popular girl at school. I mean, she was a bitch, but I didn't care. She was really pretty. I crushed on Ember, who was that blue haired ghost rock star. And I wanted to cosplay her too, I think. I think I wanted to cosplay both Ember and Sam. See, that's the thing that's very confusing. Okay, bye, Cedric. Have a good day today. See, that's what's so confusing about having a crush on a cartoon character, and it's like, okay, I also think she's really pretty. um, that one puzzle piece and suddenly it all makes sense. Yeah, exactly. Where it's like, oh, this makes sense now. I get it. I get it. Oh man, my internet. I don't know if it's like really. Does the stream freeze when like my internet goes wah wah? Like I feel like it does, but I don't know. I don't know. But anyways, yeah. So aside from that, oh, I think there was also like a couple villains that I thought were really attractive too. I forget their names though. Um, so next cartoon, Total Drama Island. I didn't really grow up with a lot of Total Drama, but I did watch enough of it to see that there were a lot of different female characters. A lot of I thought like it was very interesting that this cartoon had a bunch of they had a lot of diversity with ethnicities and body types, which I thought was really cool because it's like, they are doing the thing that most Hollywood studios struggle with, diversity and like having like a ethnically and physically diverse cast of characters. Total Drama just had like a bunch of different characters, and because of that, I had a bunch of different crushes. um, I think I liked Gwen, obviously, because goth babe, and then I also really liked that one bitch Heather. Yeah, no, I'm not shy to say that she was a bitch. She was. See, here's the thing: bitches get shit done. It's like you have to be cutthroat in order to be productive. um, I gotta pop up on both streams. Both stream. Oh, okay. Got you. Oh, also, like, I'm talking about a lot of like modern cartoons, but it's like even older cartoons I've had crushes on there too. I remember when I watched Daria. If you guys don't know Daria, I think it's like an MTV cartoon. Yeah, Daria. I had a crush on her friend Jane a lot. Again, another character that I wanted to cosplay because I misunderstood what I meant when I thought a character was pretty. Yeah, lagging. Oh, that sucks. Anyways, hi Gloom. Yeah, it's like the internet's being bad. I don't know if it's just my internet or just like the server. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Um, is that common with other people's streams though? Because I know like we have our own like technical issues on AniLive, but like, is it like very common? Because I keep thinking like, oh no, my internet's very bad. Maybe it's because of my country, you know. But then I know that other people also have like technical issues, so it's like I'm like, is it just like the servers? Is it the app, or is it me? Is it like is it? It's not me. It's not you. It's me. Hard to say. Ah, that's too bad. Okay, so could be phone, app, service. Got you. Got you. My internet says full bars. I have full bars, so I have no idea. A race to the bottom. Speaking of bottoms, um, so this is what I thought was interesting. I thought I only really liked a certain aesthetic, right? But then I also really liked Dommy Mommy characters. When I first saw Jessica Rabbit in Who Framed Roger Rabbit, right? That movie. I I was in trance. Like every scene she was in, that was the only scene I cared about. I did not care for the rest of the plot. And like every time she showed up, I was just like, it's her. It's Jessica. I love Jessica. Same thing with what's like another femme fatale sex icon of a cartoon character. Have you guys seen Shark Tale? That DreamWorks movie where like Will Smith and like a bunch of other celebrities play fish characters in Shark Tale. There were these two very specific characters. Angelina Jolie, who plays Lola, and then Renee Zellweger, who plays Angie. And I just remember crushing on both of them. I and I was like, it like when Angelina Jolie Fish came out, and she was and like that freaking song was playing. She's dangerous, super bad. I just remembered I was like locked in. I was staring at the screen so hard when she showed up. I was like, whoa, whoa. because because here's the thing, right? I don't normally get affected like that, where it's like as soon as a character shows up, I'm like I'm locked in, I'll be like, oh, that character's kind of pretty, that character's kind of cute, that character's kind of handsome, right? But when you have these specific scenes where this character is supposed to be like, you're supposed to be like, yeah, this character is a hot character, and everyone needs to know just how hot this character is. Like, you guys ever see that scene in Jennifer's Body where Megan Fox comes in, or literally any scene where Megan Fox shows up, there's gonna be a scene where it's like, hey, she's a hot character, she's a hot piece of ass, and you need to understand that she is a very attractive person, even in the realm of this movie, even with all these other attractive actors. This is a very attractive one. And so when I saw both Jessica Rabbit, Angelina Jolie Fish, I was like, whoa, that is a hot cartoon, and I was very entranced. So speaking of very dramatic entrances to depict a very attractive character, um, Space Jam. Space Jam. Okay, so so in Space Jam, that is actually where we first have the introduction to to Lola Bunny, right? And again, I will keep denying it for as many times as I need to. I am not a furry, but goddamn, I'm sure I'm sure everybody is attracted to like some like animal cartoons, right? I don't care who you are, like there's just something about Lola Bunny, okay? She is designed to be attractive. Like what she is designed to be that way. Okay, okay. I feel like when they're like an anthropomorphized animal, they barely count, you know. If you have a crush on like an animal, like let's say Bambi, that's a little weird. Like if you're telling me like, oh, you know, like Bambi's mom, kind of hot, right? I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? Like, what? Why? But if you're like over here saying like, oh, you know Nick Wilde from Zootopia, he's kind of sexy, right? I'm just like, yeah, a little, yeah, kind of, a lot, yeah. Stage one denial. Shut the fuck up. They nerfed Lola in the new Space Jam. Bummed me out, bro. But she was goofy as hell in the newest series though. So I will forgive that. But in the new movie, I was kind of like, huh, interesting. So you have Lola Bunny, and they're literally howling for this girl as she's like entering the room, right? Like, because you have Lola's entrance in like the basketball court, and everyone's freaking out. Bugs is definitely simping very hard, but then there's like that scene later in the movie where we first see her silhouette as she opens the doors, and she's looking very hot. And you know, this is where it's so funny to me because I watched this movie when I was a very young kid, right? And I in denial. Shush, shush. um, I watched Space Jam when I was really, really young. So I was still like a kid, not even a teenager. And I just remembered um, I felt uncomfortable with how many guys were simping for her in that movie, right? I was very uncomfortable. I was just thinking like as a young girl, as a young maiden, you know, I kept thinking, is this what I'm gonna experience when I'm older? Am I gonna have men lusting after me? Am I gonna have these guys making comments about me and making eyes at me? Is this what's gonna happen? Am I gonna get like I didn't know the word at the time, but catcalled, you know, am I gonna get catcalled? Am I gonna get sexually harassed or whatever? Am I gonna have people lusting after me? And that was a worry that I had, but also a part of my brain saying, you know, she's kind of really attractive. Actually, I get it. So and that's the thing too, right? It's like as a woman, I'm very bothered by these types of caricatures where it's like, oh, this is a sexualized character. This is a scene where you're supposed to be like, hey, this is eye candy. This is for the male gaze. And then I'm like, oh, I that makes me uncomfy, but I also kind of am into it, you know? She cannot escape the pipeline. Shut the fuck up. No, I refuse to admit that I'm a furry. I'm not. Please don't put that on me. I don't want to be a furry. I I may have had many crushes that were anthropomorphized animals. I may have had a persona or two at one point. I may have drawn NSFW furry art. But it was just in case, all right? It was just in case like the economy went bad and I needed money real fast. You'll reach acceptance any day now. Fuck off. Um, do you guys have any like furry crushes that you would consider like, you know, it's like it doesn't count as being furry if it's these characters, you know? I think whoa, 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 whoa. What the fuck was that? there's a bunch of characters I think are for general audiences. It's like, okay, you like this character, but that doesn't mean you're a furry count. That doesn't count. So this is what was funny when I was growing up, and then I started talking about cartoons that I liked with other people, and then I found out that we had a lot of cartoons that were kind of just like everybody's crush. So I'm going to list off a bunch of characters, and you guys are just going to have to react to them. So we're gonna start with the basic, right? So Lola Bunny, right? Okay, that's an easy one. Um, I had a lot of fox crushes, like Robin Hood from Disney's Robin Hood. He was a fox. And I also had a crush on Lady Marian, who was also a fox. Um, Todd from Fox and the Hound wasn't really attractive to me when he was older, but I did have a crush on like his love interest Vixie. Okay, so this is where I can be like, okay, maybe this is a little too furry of me because they were not anthropomorphized animals. They were just animals that had talking lines. So yeah, no, I'm not a furry, you guys. I'm not a furry. Don't worry about. I'm not a furry. I'm normal. I'm normal. I'm not a furry. I will admit to being a monster fucker, but no way in hell I'll ever admit to being a furry with my whole chest. Okay. I'm not helping my kids. Shut up, shut up. Why are you lying? Hey, you guys, what? I never lie. You guys know me. I'm always so honest and I'm always so sincere. I never lie, okay? I have never once lied in my whole entire life. And that is the honest to goodness truth, okay? Enaria Anther is still furry. Shh. Shh. I will keep denying it until I die. I am not a furry. You can't make me say it. You can't make me admit it, okay? um what else? What else? Okay, so this one is a bit controversial just because of the type of animal it is, but a lot of people crush on this character. Okay, you guys just have to hear me out, okay? Um Gil from Finding Nemo. He is a fish. He's specifically the black and white fish voiced by Willem Dafoe. He's the one in the aquarium that's like teaching Nemo how to escape the aquarium. um you're just gonna have to hear me out, okay? He has DILF energy. I don't know what to say. It's Willem Dafoe. I can't escape the DILF energy from the guy, okay? Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Many people have a crush on him, okay? It's not just me. It's not just me. Leave me alone. Who else? Yeah, no, there's a lot. I mean, as I mentioned earlier, speaking of fish, right? Lola, so Angelina Jolie, and also Renee Zellweger fish. So that's like the red fish and the pink fish. There's surprisingly more than one fish that I have a crush on, which I think is kind of hilarious. The fish forker. No. No, am I a fish fucker? Jesus. No, that doesn't count. No. Um no. I refuse. I refuse to count. Would a fish fucker be like a scaly? Like realistically speaking, scalies are furries but like reptilian. They never count like they never count like fish types. I don't know any fish types. So it's like what would a fish fucker be, And also, would other animals count? I mean, I guess so. Like, because I'm thinking like sharks, jellyfish probably should also count because in Shark Tale there were other animals, and I don't know what you guys are into. Anyways, let's go back to the furry stuff because, as you guys know, I am not a furry. Okay, I'm not a furry. So when Zootopia came out, people were going feral over ha 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 ha. Get it. They were going crazy over Nick Wilde and Judy Hopps, and I was just like, I get it. It's Judy Hopps, I rest my case. Yeah, exactly. So here's the thing. As I mentioned earlier, it's like anthro characters are fine. They're basically just people, but when it's like an animal, it gets a little weird. It's a little dicey. So all the characters in Zootopia are anthro. I know a lot of people were kind of down bad for like the tiger break break no not breakup no backup dancers, yeah, backup dancers. I remember there was so much horny fan art of like the tigers specifically, and I'm like, you know what, I get it, they're very handsome gentlemen. They're professionals. And they're like in tiny little outfits. I get it. They're shirtless the whole time. They're basically like the furry version of like a Magic Mike dancer. So I get it. I get it. However, this is where it's a little dicey for me, right? So the Lion King. I know some people have, I know a lot of people have crushes on characters like Nala and Simba, right? I did kind of like Simba a little bit, but when I saw the sequel, The Lion King 2, here comes this character called Kovu, which is basically like the lion version of like an e-boy. He's such a bad boy, he's got dark hair, he smirks a lot, he's kind of cocky, he teases the main character, and I'm like, I get it. Yeah, Kovu, yeah. No, I'm going to keep denying it until the day I die. Okay, okay. Yeah, so it's like, I mean, it's like, does it count if they talk? That's the thing. It's like, I feel like it's getting into such humanoid territory when they can talk. Like, what do you call like someone who's interested in excuse me, what do you call somebody that's interested in Optimus Prime, because I remember I had such a big crush on Bumblebee from like Transformers. What is that exactly? Like, I don't think that has to be like an objectifiable, because they're basically human. They're just robots. They're robots. Yeah, like if you crush on a robot, does that make you an objectophile? I don't think so. And so I will continue to deny being a furry. A robot fucker. My throat's gonna dry. I'm gonna go get some water. Hang on. Where is my as I was saying, sure, it's just water. Shut up. Mm. Okay. So here's the thing. Lots of things are basically free game, right? So speaking of robot cars that talk, so Pixar's Cars, okay? This is again where it gets controversial, but the people that get it. So it's not just a me thing, okay? Um, so I did not have a crush on Lightning McQueen, but I did like Sally. Again, another girl crush, right? She was like the blue girl car. But not only Sally, I also had a, I, al- I also had a crush on Doc Hudson. Listen, listen. Listen. Yeah, exactly. Every car forker. So Doc Hudson, if you don't get it, okay, he's basically a dilf, just like Willem Dafoe Fish, just like Gil in Fighting Nemo. It's like he's basically a dilf. So that's I'm attracted to the dilf energy. Okay. No. Shut up, you guys. Listen, hear me out. Okay. Listen. Okay, as I said, it's like because they're kind of they're basically like they're anthropomorphized characters. So does that make me an objectophile? Really? Does that make it weird? Sure, but objectophile? Nah, I don't think so. They're basically people. um but I will say this. I thought it was. Have you guys ever seen Herbie Fully Loaded? Like an actual car. He, you just want to fork everything. Oh, speaking of which, karma. Okay, so it's funny that you say that. There is this video game that's coming out in a couple months. It's called Date Everything, and basically it's a dating sim, but all the characters are things in your house. So like the fridge becomes an anthro fridge. It became basically it's like a gijinka. If you guys don't know what a gijinka is, it's like those human versions of non-human things. So let's say like a gijinka of let's say Coca-Cola, right? So someone would make like a human version of Coca-Cola. So they'll make like a character that looks appropriate. They'll make the outfit Coca-Cola themed. And so it's not just a person that's wearing Coca-Cola merch, it's like supposed to be Coca-Cola, right? So that's what a gijinka is. And so that's what this whole dating sim is going to be about. It's literally a gajinka of household items, from a mop to a washing machine to a fridge, and I'm just like, I cannot wait to play that game on stream. I wanna romance the couch. I wanna romance the bed. Maybe, oh my god, maybe an electric toothbrush. If you know, you know. Man, that's gonna be such a funny stream. I swear. This is our downfall as a species. No, don't bonk me. Man, I would make so much bank on AniLive if there was like a bonk gift. Okay. So it's like, I mean, haven't you guys ever seen something and thought, man, that's kind of why he kind of I remembered there was this thing that was, oh my god, those birds outside my window are so noisy. I remember this thing a few months ago. There was like this thing on Twitter where people were talking about how interestingly shaped the special edition popcorn buckets for the movie Dune 2 were. Have you guys seen Dune 2 in theaters? If you haven't, you can just look up the popcorn bucket of Dune 2 specifically, and you'll understand why. It is a very interesting shape, and everyone kind of thought the same thing when they saw it. Even I thought the same thing. I was just like, I want to put it in. I'm not a furry, but I want to fuck the couch. Do you guys remember, like literally, like my very first smash or pass? Unfortunately, that bot is no longer available. I'm sorry, Beebs, but do you guys remember that smash or pass? And I said stuff like, um, okay, I don't wanna fuck Machoke, but what I want is if Machoke was like a futa, like a muscle mommy. So like Beebs edited on a sports bra and also like a boner. Like onto onto Machoke. And then I asked everybody, I was like, okay, does this seem like a smash to you guys now? And everyone agreed. Like, yeah, hard smash. Listen, I like my desires are, beyond your understanding. But I have a vision. That's the thing. I have a vision, guys. Hear me out, okay? You had me until boner, but it's like a futa, it's a futa. Mm. It's I don't know. Futas are very interesting to me because it's like the femboy thing, right? Where it's like, okay, this character looks really pretty, but you know what would make them even sexier? If they were a boy, if they were a pretty boy in a skirt, that hits different. And then it's the same thing with with futas. Like I don't know what it is. It's just we're just people are just weird, okay? Gooners just be gooning. I don't like this vision of yours. Shut the fuck up. Okay. So what else? What else? Were you into the sausage party character? Which one? There were plenty. Which one? Which one? Um, I don't know their names. So you're gonna have to describe them. Um, there were yeah. Okay, thank you so much, Burger, for putting it up on screen. But yeah, that's basically what the popcorn bucket looked like from Dune 2, and I was like, yeah, I get why people were memeing on it. The main character, so like the hot dog, I guess, like the sausage guy. I hate him. But that's only because he's Seth Rogen. I don't like Seth Rogen. I I don't think I've it's like I get that the movies are fun and all, but it's like I don't know, he's too frat boy humor for me, it's like I kind of don't like him. The only time I really liked a performance of his, because he had nothing to do with the script, was his role as Mantis from Kung Fu Panda. Every other role that he's been in, he's kind of had some involvement with the production, and that's why he kind of still acts the same way. I kept thinking he was just typecast, and I was like, no, he's just a producer a lot. So that's why he gets to have some control over his characters, and I was like, nah, I don't like that. But yeah, no. Anyway, so it's like but okay, I will give you this, Karma. I did not find any of the sausage party characters attractive, but when it got to that orgy scene, okay, when it got to that orgy scene, it did affect me in some way. I did get affected. I think I've watched it like at least 3 times now, but I've barely watched the movie. I've seen clips, I've seen scenes, but I've never actually watched the movie from start to finish. But that orgy scene, I was kind of like, it'd be great if I watch this a second time, just to really get all the details, just to see everything that's happening on screen. I just wanted to watch everything. Listen, it had nothing to do with me finding them attractive, and everything to do with me being a gooner and having, I'm just comfortable in my sexuality, that doesn't that's just, I like watching sex scenes sometimes. That's all. That doesn't make me weird, you guys ever see you guys ever see movie scenes where it's like they're making out, or it's like a really sensual or hot scene, and you don't necessarily find the characters attractive, but like just that scene, you're kind of like, yo, this kind of makes me feel a certain type of way, you know? No, I don't believe that for a second, blank. I don't believe that for a second. but no, it's like oh, speaking of orgy, right? I was watching Wolf of Wall Street for the first time last night, and it's like it's like there was a lot of orgies in there. Like there was every single scene that came up. I was worried that there would. I was like expecting there to be like a fully naked woman on screen, and I was usually right. There was a lot of nudity in that movie. I remember thinking. There's more nudity in here than the entirety of Game of Thrones, you know? And I just remembered like even when I was watching Game of Thrones, when I was watching The Witcher, whenever there was like an orgy scene, I was just like, wow. Never seen Game of Thrones. Boy, when I saw like the first piece of nudity in Game of Thrones, I was so shocked. I was just like I was like, "Whoa, titties on screen. That's crazy." And then I saw like her vagina and I was like, "Whoa. Whoa. Whoa." um yeah, lots of nudity in Game of Thrones. Even penises have been on there. I like, Hodor, we see his penis at least one time, so that's interesting. I loved when Jon Snow, when Kit Harington, the actor who plays Jon Snow, he said that he actually wish there was more equality in the nudity. It's like if we're gonna have that many naked women, we should have naked men just as much. We should have more naked men on screen. um, they have to be flaccid though. Yeah, I don't think they'll ever let a guy have his boner out in a movie. There were times where I was wait. Oh my god, wait. Do you guys know Saltburn? I remember explaining this movie, the very interesting scenes in this movie. I remember months ago, pre debut, I described this movie to a bunch of Nexans in VC, and then Lulu was asking about it, and I was like telling her, I was like, Lulu, don't watch it. And then I was like horrifying her with like my graphic explanation of certain scenes, and she was like, "What? That's crazy! What?" And then she came to me a couple weeks later. She was just like, "I watched it," and I was like, I was like, "Lulu, no! You were supposed to protect your eyes." but um but yeah, no, Saltburn was interesting because there was a lot of male nudity. Like the guy who, I forget his name, but the main character who is the actor that's dating Sabrina Carpenter right now. I remember like I there's this scene where you barely see it, right? He whips his dick out. Um but it's like, it's like a profile, and it's like, it's silhouetted a little bit, so you can't really make it out. I was just shocked that we saw his like silhouette, the silhouette of his pee. I was shocked. I was flabbergasted, right? And then the ending scene happened. The ending scene was an entire scene of him dancing fully naked, right? And it was really interesting because I just remembered I just remembered how weird it was that okay, listen. They're British, okay? British actors are used to this type of thing. Gay scenes and nudity. Full nudity, full frontal nudity. This is a very common thing with British actors, so it's not like super weird for them over there. But I was just shocked that they put it in a movie. And I just remember thinking like, "Oh, he's naked in the scene," because like his ass was out, right? Like, we saw him from the back and I saw his ass and I was like, "Oh, he's naked." And then he turned around and I saw his dick. I was like, "Whoa, no way that just happened." And then he turned around again and then I was like, "Whoa." And for like the entire scene, he's dancing with his dick flopping around, and I was just like, no way they put this on, like put this in a movie uncensored. That was crazy. see like see like all these things that happened to me, it's just like, it's just me rediscovering my sexuality, my sexual side, my sensual side. I'm just an innocent, pure-hearted maiden with good intentions, and it's not my fault these things happen, if I see an attractive sexualized character on screen, I'm gonna feel some type of way. If I see a make out scene or a sex scene on screen, I'm gonna feel some type of way. I'm innocent. I'm not a gooner. I'm this is all happening against my will, It's like so, it's just no, 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 don't scold me. No. You guys don't bully me. Don't bully me, Karma. I'll not. Anyways, so yeah, no, it's just kind of like so speaking of sensual characters, right? Because there's characters like in Hercules. You'd think that I would find Hercules attractive. No, it was Megara. There is that one scene where it's like the first time Hercules is also kind of attracted to her, where she's like fixing her hair in the water, and she looks so good with the backlighting and everything, and yeah, she looked very, very attractive in that scene. And then there's Kida from Atlantis. She's like that white haired character. Um, Also very attractive. I mean, listen, she looks hot. Okay, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. Chell from El Dorado, who I actually want to cosplay. I want to work out so that I'll feel comfortable being in her outfit, because it's basically a bikini top and a skirt, similar to Kida's outfit in Atlantis. I want to cosplay the character, but I'm gonna have to just do it in like at the beach or something, so that it's more appropriate. I don't want to be walking around the convention hall barefoot and like in a bikini top. So I'll probably cosplay Chell at the beach instead and just have like a photo shoot. So you want her hips? It's more of like, I feel like I already have her hips. Maybe I just need to like get a more cinched waist. I just need to work out my core. I gotta get those girl abs back. I miss my girl abs. They weren't like abs, but like they were a bit toned, and I miss my toned belly. um, where's the bunk button? Shut up, shush, shush. um but yeah, so yeah, I have a bit of squish right now. I'm kind of sad that I haven't been able to work out. I'm so sad I let myself go. But it only takes a couple days at grandma's house for you to gain weight. So sad. I'm like, oh man, I should really start working out again. I've been complaining about this, but I keep forgetting that I've been complaining about it. That is so dumb. I did try doing my cardio workout a couple nights ago. Um, I was doing a lot of squats, and my thighs were burning for 3 days straight. So I couldn't do more squats. It's like the squish is cute. I think so too. It's like I get shy about I get shy about it, because it's like whenever I see someone with a similar body type as me, I'm like, oh, they're really attractive. But if I see myself, I'm like, oh no, I'm disgusting. I'm ugly. Eh. So it's not that I'm fat phobic. I'm fat phobic to myself. But yeah, no, it's like yeah, it's just I really need to work out again. Oh man, I wish I could take you guys to the gym. That would be so funny, but it's like I don't want to be like a weirdo that's streaming while working out. I mean, like, it's one thing if you work out in your own apartment, right? But it's like at the gym, it's gonna be a bit weird. I feel like I'll be disturbing other people just by being like, "Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to back to my channel. Do you need a hug? I need a hug. I'll hug you the way I hug all my grape bros, all my grapes." Don't people do TikToks at the gym all the time? Yeah, and that's cringe as hell. That's cringy. But do people live stream at the gym? That's the question, right? Because I feel like most people record videos and they're like, "Oh, sorry, I'm recording a TikTok right now." They do that. But I don't know any instances where people work out at the gym while live streaming. And that's the thing about the VTubing thing, right? It's like people are going to know what I'm doing and yeah, it's like they're going to see my character on screen. They're going to be aware that I'm talking to a chat, but like also that I am an anime character. I don't want people to know that I work as an anime girl. so that would be very embarrassing. It's just a lot. Okay, it's like, what am I supposed to do if I'm working out at the gym and I'm already embarrassed because, oh, hi Beebs Raiders, hello everybody. Like, what am I supposed to do if I'm like already embarrassed about panting and being out of breath in front of you guys, and then I'm also embarrassed in real life because people can see that I'm clearly streaming as a VTuber. I don't want to do that. So I'm not gonna ever take you guys to the gym with me, no matter how much I want to just be productive. It's for my own dignity, okay? It's like what little dignity I have left. Please let me keep it. You could actually chat in here. Oh my God, Beeves! Hi. Hello. But anyways, yeah, very very funny. Um, so speaking of the gym, right? This is gonna be weird considering how I told you guys how I was attracted to the tigers in Zootopia. Um, I'm not actually into Bara characters that much. Like, not really. Like, if you're telling me something like, All Might or Superman or Jojo, it's like I'm not really into like overly muscular characters. I think fit is fine. I think a little bit broad shouldered is fine. But if I'm gonna be honest, I'm usually drawn to like either skinny characters or um I don't want to say fat, but stocky characters. It's like big boys, but like not necessarily like obese, but maybe. But also like the Dorito body type, where it's like they have wide shoulders but like a skinny waist. I think a lot of people find that attractive, but I just don't want them overly muscular. Instead of a Superman, I kind of want a more I guess like a swimmer's body, because it's kind of like a slimmed down version of like an upside down body type. Chubby twigs. No. I listen. I like my lanky boys, my lanky nerds. It's like it's not even just like, oh, like I like a guy who's a little slim. No, I want him skinny and malnourished and doesn't see the sunlight too much. I want him like a sickly nerd. Johnny Bravo. I do not like Johnny Bravo. No, I mean he's already a weird character, but like just yeah, I too many muscles. That's too much for me. If he was more slimmed down, I probably would be into it. But no, not him, unfortunately. Like in the Incredibles, right? In the Incredibles, I did not like Mr. Incredible, but I liked Frozone, but also Mirage. I really like Mirage, and also Violet. So women and skinny guys and chubby guys and slightly muscular guys, but like if your muscles look like you're going to like kill me just by like hugging me a little too tight, maybe I'm not that into it. But fun fact, there is this there is this muscle cafe or muscle bar, whatever it's called, in Japan, right? It's like a bara cafe where instead of like Hooters servers or like maids at a maid cafe, you have these like very fit like gentlemen. You know, they all look like Abercrombie and Fitch models. You know, like they're all very fit, very shirtless. They're not necessarily bara, but they are toned, right? They are fit, and there is this menu item where you could order something called wall of meat. And a wall of meat is when you order it and then you have a bunch of these shirtless guys coming over to surround you. They're going to give you a group hug basically. And so um it, you, I mean, I feel like because realistically speaking, that could never fly at a Hooters. It's like they're lucky if they don't have a weird horny patron just grabbing their ass as they walk by. So it's like having a wall of meat for Hooters waitresses would not work, unfortunately. But I kind of want to see femboy Hooters. That would be funny. Femboy Hooters doing a wall of meat would be interesting. But like, would people want to be hugged by a femboy? I feel like it's usually the other way around. Where it's like people want to hug the femboy, but I don't know if people want to be hugged by a femboy. There's I guess I do like a lot of skinny guy characters like Danny Phantom and like what was his name? What was his name? The One Slur from the Lorax. Oh, hello, hi, hi. And then what was their name? I literally mentioned it earlier. Danny Phantom, and then uh, Marshall Lee. Yeah, and yeah, there's like a lot of characters. I blacked out there for a second. I think I mentioned those names twice already. But no, it's like so I like the lanky characters, but it's like I'm not limited to them. But it's like it's because holy shit, wait. I think that's why I like Bishonen, pretty boys in anime, but I think that's also why I like emo bands. Because a lot of the time emo bands are just like, like emo guys are usually like skinny dudes. Oh my god, my type is consistent. The appeal of femboy CBH, like why not a regular girl? I don't know. It's like it's very degenerate to be like I like this girly looking person, but only if they're a boy in a skirt. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's like why do guys like tomboys, right? It's kind of the same principle where it's like why don't you like a traditionally feminine woman? But I guess like what you're trying to imply is like you don't see the appeal of a cross dresser rather than it's a feminine. I'm assuming. But yeah, no, it's like I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure there's something there, psychologically speaking. But as I mentioned many times, sexy is sexy no matter what. So it's like if you find something sexy, do you really need an explanation? Just like how I can keep denying being a furry, okay? I said, listen, I don't have to explain to you guys really why I find a fish attractive, why I find a car attractive, why I find carpet from Aladdin attractive. I don't need to explain myself to you guys. And I all I want. You can't make me accept it. I refuse. So, it's like I don't really know how to expand on that further, but yeah, I will continue living in my truth, but also simultaneously in denial. um are there oh so speaking of my type, this is something that I thought was really funny. Um, when I was a kid, I used to go over to my grandma's house, and there was a lot of K dramas and C dramas that would be on TV. And I just remember thinking, wow, these Chinese looking people look really attractive, right? And so my very first crush at school was actually this Chinese boy. And so I was, I had yellow fever pretty early on. Because like they had to specifically be like East Asian looking, right? Not just Asian in general. They had to be specifically East Asian looking. And I remembered that actually got translated in cartoons, because I read this comic called Witch, right? I don't know if you guys know Witch. But like this comic has has a bunch of characters, but there's this one character. Hi Nano, hello coworker. How was your evening? Hello. So there's this one character in which she's Chinese. Hey Lin. I remember just being obsessed with her. Again, this is when I thought I was still straight. So I didn't think I had a crush on her, but I thought I was like, this is a pretty girl. She's my favorite now. And so the same thing happened when I was watching the Winx Club, and I saw this Chinese girl there. Well, technically they're aliens, or like they're from different planets or whatever, or dimensions. I don't remember. But she's it's like it's Chinese inspired, okay? So she's very East Asian looking. And I remembered being obsessed with Musa because she was like Chinese looking to me. And basically anytime there's like a character in a cartoon that's vaguely Chinese looking, I just remembered having a crush on. So like Trixie Tang from the Fairly Odd Parents was like the character that I personally had a crush on. And then it kind of got translated to anime when I started watching anime. There were all these characters, right, with like anime hair, but there were always these girls with long, straight, dark hair, whether it was like purple, or black or what. I just remembered if a female character, not just wait, yeah, if a female character looked like a traditional, stereotypical like East Asian person, I probably found them attractive. And that's why like in all these animes, like if I saw a character like that, I'm like, that's my favorite. That's the one. SpongeBob. Um yeah, and so on that note, I also did the same thing with the male characters. Like the very boring default anime boy character where it's like just some normal guy with dark hair, like with just black hair. Yeah, that one was always my favorite too. I would just be like, oh, that default character design. I like him. Like that's mine. That's that's my husbando. That's my waifu. Like the default Asians. Because like there are all these. I need to know why Nano said SpongeBob. This music is SpongeBob. A SpongeBob closing theme specifically. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I could change it if you guys want more samples. Here's another one. Yeah. So basically, I just thought that was very funny because I didn't really fully understand what having a preference was. So while I was crushing on lots of different types of characters and actors and actresses, celebrities in general, I also I I also really liked a lot of East Asian looking people. And then I got over it for a sec. And then but looking back on it, there's still remnants, right? And then when people started really liking Asian people because of K-pop and just K-dramas and stuff like that, and like Japanese culture, I thought that was like very interesting. I was like, oh, I was I was, years ahead of my time. I already knew what was up. I was just like, these Asians, they're kind of hot. But like the thing is, right, to avoid being accused of being racist, right? The main difference between having a fetish and just having a preference is like, do you like this person that just happens to be Asian, or do you like them because they're Asian? See, that's the thing. Because I know I've met some guys on the internet that blatantly told me that they they liked the idea of having an Asian girlfriend, and I was like, "Ugh, I don't know, Chief. That's kind of weird. That's It's okay if you like someone like a celebrity or a person or what or a character, and they just happen to be Asian, and you think Asian features are attractive, but if you're just out here going like, I want an Asian girlfriend. That's weird, bro. That's weird. I did like a lot of cartoon redhead characters. Oh, that's something that's also different with me is that I really liked a lot of redhead characters as well. It's like which is interesting, right? Because a lot of people in real life, they make fun of redheads. They're like, oh, it's like if you're a redheaded woman, you're hot, but if you're a redheaded guy, you're kind of ugly. I'm just like, that's so sad. But I just remembered growing up, I had a crush on like Peter Pan, in like Disney's Peter Pan, because he was like a redhead. Well, I guess it was a kind of brownish red, but still, he was like a redhead to me. And I know there were some other characters. I can't list them right now, but I did like a lot of Red Fox characters like Robin Hood, Nick Wilde, um, that one fox from Pinocchio. So it's like, I'm consistent. I had a crush on Peter Pan too. I bought a Funko Pop of him. I needed my husband on my shelf. Okay, I needed Peter on my shelf. um, I have a problem with liking main anime characters with blonde blue eyes or black hair with brown eyes. Oh, so funnily enough, my original VTuber mama was actually gonna make me a blonde, blue-eyed lolly, and I was like, "Well, this is very different from my concept. This is very different from what I told you I wanted to be. Not even the same hair color, which I was very specific about." So that could have been very interesting. And yeah, like that would have been very interesting, I think. I don't feel like a blonde though. But like my friend, like I mentioned this person earlier, but my friend who recently joined Nexus, he actually told me the other night. He said that I'm like a blonde, like a stereotypical blonde, because I had a misunderstanding, and I was being kind of dumb, and he was like, "Oh, you're like a stereotypical blonde, you know that?" I was like, "What is that?" That's But I feel like I'm more purple coded than blonde coded, you know? Like, not all blondes are dumb. I'm a blonde. Hmm. I'm joking, I'm joking. But yeah, no, it's like, I mean, it's like, I feel like there's certain things with character design, or just like aesthetics, that like fit certain people, right? Like there's some people that pull off being blonde. There's some characters that pull off being redhead. Other characters look better if they had long hair. Other characters look better if they had short hair. That sort of thing. It's like, it's basically just like character design. Like, I feel like okay, so I really like the color pink. I like Hello Kitty. I like light pink stuff, right? But I don't think of myself as like cute enough to be like a stereotypical Hello Kitty girl. where like my entire bedroom is just like pink and white aesthetically pleasing stuff. And I feel more Kuromi coded than I am Melody coded or Hello Kitty coded. While I like Hello Kitty and My Melody, I feel more aesthetically closer to Kuromi, and that's like the black colored character, which is like black and purple. I think was like her palette. Yeah. Who aren't black haired or blonde hair. But I mean, if you only have crushes on black haired or blonde haired anime characters, that's just like a type, you know. My sister is so you know how I mentioned that like I'm more drawn to like the stereotypical Asian look when it comes to characters, right? My younger sister is actually drawn more to blonde, blue eyed women. So it's like maybe she was just really into Barbie. But yeah, after that it's like all her favorite characters just all happened to have like blonde hair, and they always had to have like long blonde hair. And so it was like if it was like Witch, it was like Cornelia. If it was the Winx Club, it was Stella. You know, stuff like that. Which I and then yeah, I just thought that was very interesting. Um, um yeah, crush on Ken Kaneki. I think a lot of people have a crush on him. I also like him actually. Blue haired anime girls. Ah, okay. Yeah, no, see that's the thing. It's like when you have like a specific colored hair that you like, right? Cuz I like red haired guys. Or I guess I'm girls too, but mostly red-headed guys. And the girls will have to have like dark hair, so it would be like purple or blue are sometimes used as like a way to symbolize black hair. You're supposed to read purple hair as black sometimes, you know. Not this though, this is supposed to be like actually purple, but like if it was like a bit darker, then you're supposed to read it as like black rather than just purple. um so like it's interesting to when I see a character and let's say they have pink hair. Um i i remember like there was like this cope, like this hardcore cope when I was watching this one anime. I saw this one character, and she had light pink hair, but it was like a weird kind of pink, right? But when I looked up the wiki for this character, they labeled her hair as light brown. And I was like, okay, you're lying to me, right? You're lying. That is not supposed to be brown. That is clearly pink. Like, I don't think if I guess that's like that's the real world equivalent, right? Mira Jane. Oh, I love Mira Jane from Fairy Tale. I didn't really care about Lucy, but I loved Mira Jane. I love Mira Jane so much. Who did I like from Fairy Tale? I liked a lot of characters from there. I Jalal or Gerard, whatever, however you're supposed to like read his name. um, there's there's lore about that. But yeah, no, it's like that character. I think he had blue hair, but it's like it wasn't the blue hair that I liked. It was just like the vibes. I just thought he was so handsome, you know. Also, that's very important to me. Haircuts are very important. So I liked in Fairy Tale I liked Gray and also Jalal, but they had like similar haircuts to me. And so I liked so you know Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender. I had such a big crush on him, but only after he grew his hair out in book 3. I did not like this boy when he was bald. I'm sorry. I know. I've said it already many times in my Smash or Pass streams. I am very picky when it comes to bald dudes. It's like I'm not gonna be like, oh, Saitama from One Punch Man, you're so hot. It's like if you pull it off, that's great, but like it shouldn't. I don't know. I feel like I prefer long hair. As I mentioned earlier, I did like emo boys. So the thing with emo boys is that they have, long-ish hair, right? So they have like shaggy hair. So I like that. I like that in characters more. So like if you're gonna be bald, I'm gonna be a bit picky about it. But like when Zuko grew his hair out, I was like so happy. I was just like, oh, he's so hot now, you know. But yeah, yeah. So like, yeah, Urza's hot, but there are times where I felt like her outfits kind of ruined it for me. Because it's not that I'm like a prude where it's like, oh, I don't like it when a female character dresses all sexy. It's just that I feel like certain characters have certain vibes, right? So let's say Overwatch. Also, again, like the Asian coded characters, right? So I like, Diva, obviously. I like May. But I think I like almost all the women in Overwatch. But I was so happy when that what was her name? I can't remember that Japanese girl from Overwatch 2. I can't remember her name. I think it started with a Y, or a K. I can't remember. But so the thing with Mercy, right? Mercy has a lot of really nice outfits, but she is mommy coded to me. I think of her as a mommy character. So her Halloween like witch outfit, I feel like was a lot more suited to her, or than the that like basically like that idol outfit that she had. I kind of didn't like her in that idol outfit. It was a good skin. I just felt like it didn't suit her, right? Like she's an attractive person, don't get me wrong. It's like a good skin. It's a nice outfit, but I feel like it should have been someone else. um I just think she's too much. I think Urza's just too much of a mommy to pull off certain hairstyles. Like for example, if Urza just had like her hair down or had a ponytail, I thought those were really good outfits. I like those a lot. Yeah, so yeah, bald Zuko did look hideous. I'm not like I'm not exactly breaking new ground by saying that. Um Genshin Impact or Honkai Star Rail. Okay, so with Honkai Star Rail, um, I mean it's pretty clear. I mean I already said what my type is, so you can pretty much guess who in Honkai Star Rail I liked immediately, and that was like Dan Heng. And so Dan Heng has like the stereotypical Asian look, right? Like shaggy, short, black hair, and then he has like his other form where he has long hair. That's hot and all, but I prefer the short hair. I don't know. I just like okay. So with bald dudes, I'm also picky with long haired dudes. It's like not a lot of guys can pull off long hair, unfortunately. Just like how not a lot of guys can pull off being bald. So I'm kind of picky. Um, like I don't know. It's like there's so like there's a lot of characters that will have like different hairstyles, and it's like they'll increase or decrease in attractiveness to me depending on the hairstyle. What about vampires or Wolfman? I don't know. When you say Wolfman, do you mean Gallagher from Honkai, or do you mean the Wolfman from Zenless Zone Zero? Do you mean that guy? Leo from Fairy Tail is hot. Oh my god, I forgot about him. I had such a big crush on him when I was a kid. Yeah, no, I was like, I didn't care for many ships, right? But I was shipping Leo, not Leo Bell, by the way. Leo is a character from Fairy Tail. He's he's the star sign Leo. So he's the astrological sign for Leo. And she's and like and he was kind of dating Lucy for a bit. They had a little bit of a romance. So I shipped Lolu. But why are you talking about Leo Bell? No, it's not Leo Bell. My boy Daniel Hung. Shut up, Daniel Hung. But yeah, no, it's like I just I had such a huge crush on Leo in Fairy Tale, and I had a huge crush on Gray and who did I mention earlier? Jalal and Urza and Mira Jane. I'm sure there were some other characters that I liked, but I can't really name them right now. I know I really like that one girl with like the blue hair, not Wendy because she was like 10, but like the other blue haired girl. I forgot her name. Um, but yeah, no, it's like so it's like once you figure out like the pattern in the characters that I like, you can see what my taste is, even if they have different haircuts, even if they look different, if like there's like a sporty guy or a guy who's a bit more quiet. I'm gonna be honest, I'm a bit shallow, okay? A lot of the time I'll like a character without caring about their personality, which is very different from how I am in real life, where it's like I will like a person based on the personality rather than the looks. But like when it comes to cartoons, because they're fictional characters, I can objectify them as much as I want. I'm like, I don't give a shit if you're like a mass murderer. If you're hot and you have a cool sense of style, I'm probably gonna like you. um Speaking of mass murder, so so this is what I mean about like being very picky about haircuts, but also like hair color. So in Death Note, I don't really like Light Yagami that much, but I do like L. Also like I like eye bags on dudes. I don't know if other people are like this in chat, but like eye bags on dudes, I kind of like it. I'm just like, you know, it's kind of, oh, oh, maybe this is what it is. You know how girls seem kind of cute if they have a little bit of social anxiety or something, right? Like they seem really cute when they're all shy and everything. It's the same with guys and being depressed. It's the whole I can fix him, I can fix her. What about afros? Um I don't like afros, but I like dreads. There's this thing on Twitter that happens sometimes where people have a redesign of an anime character by making them black. And so by making them black, they'll also sometimes add like more black features or black haircuts. And not gonna lie, some of the designs look really fucking cool. Like I'm not saying that there's like a like one is better than the other, but it's just like they just make them look cool, okay? Like they just look really cool. But yeah, I'd prefer dreads over afros. But I have found a lot of afro wearers in real life, not real life, but like online. I've like I'll see like a content creator, and then maybe they'll have an afro, and I'll be like, oh, they look really good. Do you know Skitty? You didn't even write it properly. Like invalid comment. Main character from Your Lie in April because he's cute and shy and he can play music. Oh, so you're like more into the shy types of guys. Got you, got you. Girl failure is cute. I do like that. Yeah, I think that's why like I was talking about is like when I was doing my social anxiety stream. Like the girls are endearing. Like they're very endearing. The girl that likes the ice dude. This is when you were talking. Oh, when I was asking about like the fairy tale character. No, not because I know that's Juvia. Juvia. No, not Juvia, but the other girl. She's I think she's with Laxus, but I don't know if that's correct. Laxus or the other guy. No, it wasn't Laxus. I think it was like the guy with the dark hair with like the face piercings. I can't remember their names. It's been a while. Shy type or main character type. There's like yeah, Gray's he's so you know how devastated I was when Gray didn't date Urza, because like at the time there weren't that many side characters yet, so I was shipping like the main four. I was like, okay, Lucy and Natsu are gonna get together, and Gray and Urza are gonna get together, and then Lucy started dating Leo, and then Gray had that thing with Juvia, and then Urza had that thing with Jalal, And then, but like first split second, I thought Natsu would end up with this girl, Lisana, was that her name? Something like that. And then that didn't work out. And then Natsu and Lucy got together, and I was just like, you guys are killing me with these breakups. And like, is this pretty much a continuation of those Smasher Pass streams from early on? Yes, pretty much. We were literally just gooning together. It's like you guys can talk about your preferences, your types, your crushes as well. um the Iron Dragon. So yeah, that one. Oh, his name is Lack. Yeah, his name is Lack. Yes, 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 yes. So like, like okay. So look at the you guys clicked on this stream. You know what the thumbnail of this stream looks like, right? All of those characters, I'm into. Like all the goth babes, I'll probably have a crush on. So it's like I do have a type when it comes to fictional characters, because like I said earlier, I'm not so picky when it comes to personality. I remembered I used to do this like smasher pass of different themes. And at one point, this isn't with AniLive, by the way, but like I did this like smasher pass for Genshin Impact characters. And I told everybody as a disclaimer, I'm like, okay guys, this is all, I don't play Genshin Impact, so this is all purely based off of visuals, right? This is all based off of aesthetics, because I do not care if someone is an asshole. I do not care how old somebody is. If I like the design, I'll say it. It's like, it's not necessarily that I want to sleep with them or date them. I'll just say that I like the design or not. It's a more neutral smasher pass and a gooner smasher pass. You like those bad girls. I do. But like the main thing, but okay, so while I say that I don't really care about personality types, I do have a preference sometimes. As I mentioned with Kovu from The Lion King 2 earlier, I do like the bad boy type that smirks and is like always like sarcastic and teases you. I like that a lot. Like if a character is sarcastic, odds are I'll probably like them. I mean, look at how many people like the character Jax from what was it called, the amazing, what was it called? Like, wait, what was the digital circus thing? Yeah, like that one on YouTube. So many people like Jax, and so many people like, Bill Cipher from Gravity Falls. I feel like just having like a little bit of asshole in you, like a little, um it's like being able to banter with someone is kind of attractive. It's kind of fun. I mean, like, okay, so like Magic, right? You mentioned that you like the shy types. That's your thing. My thing is, I want someone who can kind of tease me a little bit. I want someone who's not afraid to like mess with me. And like, it's like, it's all in good fun. They're flirting that way, that's it. um like I remember talking to somebody before, and they told me like they hate guys or just characters in general that are constantly smirking. And I'm just like, that's actually my thing. I kind of like it. So but yeah, no, Jax is fun in so many different ways for me, because he's, first of all, he's purple. He's a tall, lanky dude. He has like the shit eating grin at all times. He's sarcastic. He's sassy. I like all of that, and I want that in an anime character. It's not very common, but there are characters that are kind of an asshole to the female lead, and it's like, I'm kind of like, ooh, he's a bit of an asshole to her. I kind of like that. It's like, I don't want the guy abusive, but I like a little spice in the relationship. I want someone who can keep up with me, because I like to tease. My love language is teasing. I like to mess with people because I know that they're not gonna be bothered by it. It's like, I'm like, it's like, I like you, so I'm gonna joke around with you. I'm gonna mess with you a little bit. So I want someone to do that with me too. Like, I want them to tease me. I want them to bully me a little. The Mighty Toenail Crusader. Well, um, moving on. Alistair from Has Been. Oh yeah, no, he's kind of similar. It's like I don't want a character that's entirely like shitty. That's why I don't really care about Dio from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. But I do like sassy characters. It's like I like if a character is sarcastic, even just a little bit, I'm like, whoa, that character is suddenly 10 times more interesting to me. Um, so this is what's funny. Okay, so I grew up watching Barbie movies, right? The thing that you guys will not understand unless you were there or like unless you've seen them, the original Barbie movies, like when Barbie was voiced by this voice actress, Kelly Sheridan, that era of Barbie was so freaking fun. She was so sarcastic and sassy that it's like you won't even expect that from Barbie if you think like, oh, Barbie, this character, she's that character. But when you actually watch the movies, you're like, oh, she's got a little bite to her. She's kind of sassy. um, can I request music, please? No. Um, friendly banter is always fun. It is always fun, and that's why I preferred joking around with people. Like you guys have probably seen this, but like when I was interacting with the Gen 2s like before they debuted on Twitter, um so like a lot of them were like commenting to they were adding me and stuff, and they would like reply to me and I would reply to them. I always felt like it's like let me see if these people are people I can joke around with a certain way. It's like, will they get my sense of humor? Will they be able to keep up with the banter? And so basically me joking around is in that way it's kind of like a vibe check. It's like if I make a sussy joke around you and you not only laugh at it, but you also join in and you also kind of pile onto the joke so that it's basically just it's basically just improv at this point. It's basically a skit, it's basically just a skit between us. I like that. I like that a lot. And if I can vibe well with you like that, then I'll probably want to hang out with you more. So that's basically how to get me to like you as a person. Just be sarcastic and sassy, not in a shitty way. Don't be a shitty person, but like be fun, be funny. The skit ends in Enaria being canceled again if I'm lucky. Because when I was having my assassination attempt on Twitter and Reddit, right, I had no clout whatsoever. Like if I was in the same place as like Lulu, let's say, and then I said that thing and then I got into that controversy, I would have definitely took a hit. But because I was like a nobody, I didn't really have that much online presence. I was just like there. No one really cared after a while. And that's the thing. It's like if I was much bigger and much more well known, then yeah, of course it's gonna be problematic. But it died down pretty easily. Like nobody cares. Nobody gives a shit about me. I remember I was laughing because I saw like all the controversy. I was just like, "Whoa, that original post calling me out had like 10K views. Whoa, that's crazy." And then I looked at my follow list. Or like even like the engagement with my content. I was just like, "So you're telling me even after getting into some hot water, didn't draw much attention to my tweets, or like I didn't lose followers, I didn't gain followers, I was just kind of like so basically nothing happened." Yeah, kind of made fun of me and then left. But it's like I feel like they would have done that regardless because like at the time Nexus was very controversial. People weren't really sure what to make of Nexus or AniLive. So I feel like they were just looking to find something to complain about, and that was just like that was like it's like it's like opening a bag of chips in the middle of class. People are gonna, or like a pack of gum in the middle of class. People are gonna swarm. People are gonna flock to it. But that's why I'm not too bothered by it. It's like it's really inconsequential. Like I'm more careful now. Obviously, I'm gonna try to be more mindful. But like yeah, I did not have enough clout for that to damage my reputation. I had no reputation to speak of. That's the problem. I heard you were controversial last night. What? What do you mean? What do you mean? Um, so that's the stream that I had last night. Okay, it hurt me just as much as it hurt you guys. Okay, I um yeah yeah yeah, I know, like I agree, Jose. I agree. Man, is there like so much delay? It's like it's taking so long for like the messages on Twitch to come through. But yeah, I know. I don't Panda, I don't think I was being controversial. I think I was being a certain way. And if people are into it, they stayed, you know. But if they were not into it, then they leave. Although there were a couple times there were some people that were not into it, but then they kept coming back. And I was just like, if you don't like it, don't watch the stream. What do you mean? Goofy ass kids, I swear. My battery died midstream yesterday. That's all I can say. What? You don't like my content? You don't? Well, you don't like it when mommy talks to you like that? You don't want mommy to tuck you in the bed? You know? Oh. Hello, coworker. Hello, Kyohei. Hi. You weren't here for yesterday's stream, right? I don't think I saw you come in. Hopefully, you were busy. I'm sure you were Were you busy? You were busy, right? You didn't see that yesterday. Good, because we didn't save a VOD. There is no VOD. What stream? No, nothing happened yesterday. I support Enaria content. Yeah, with a gorilla grip. Support it with a grip. um, yeah, with a huge lubricated fist. um, Yesterday was kind of wild, but at the same time fun. See, that's the thing that I really liked about that stream was because even though I was really embarrassed doing it, you guys were being such good sports and you were playing along. See, that's the thing I like. If I do a weird role play stream, I want you guys to play along. If you don't like it, then you can leave. But like everything I say and do on those types of streams, right, is all in good fun. I'm not actually trying to be a mommy tuber. Please don't think that I'm gonna do that every single week. But it's like if I do stuff like that, I mean, I remember doing like my pick me girl role play stream a couple months ago, and my chat was being so fun with it. And mom Naria, mom Aria, mommy Naria is not gonna be a recurring character unless you guys pay me, but like only every other week. No, shut up, Kyohei, shut up. Your friends had fun. Oh my god. Oh my god. Jeez. I remember Ozzy actually Ozzy, and he told me that his friend was he saw his friend in my stream like watching, and it was, and I'm just like, oh god, what were they talking about in the DMs afterwards? Holy shit. But yeah, no, it's like whenever I do role play streams, it's like the main point is that I don't want to be inauthentic when I stream, but I do want to have the opportunity to play a character or act a certain way. And that's what these role play streams are for. Plus, they also like help me exercise my acting abilities and my improv because I do play D&D sometimes, and so I kind of need to know how to do that better. Like I like role play in D&D a lot more than the actual fighting. AniLive really doesn't like when I'm elsewhere. It just doesn't work. Oh, boo, boo. That sucks. But yeah, no. So mommy roleplay skill plus 5 experience. Fuck. But yeah, I know it's like whenever I do those types of streams, I hope you guys like play along. I don't want you coming in just being like, um, ew, why are you acting like that? It's just like just play along. If you wanna play along, play along. If you don't wanna listen to any of it, then you can leave. I'm gonna have another role play stream next weekend actually. So yes, I'm gonna be posting my stream schedule later. So hopefully you guys will come to that role play stream and we can have fun together, but in a different way. So like my stream last night was very sussy, but like this next role play stream is gonna be a bit more wholesome. It's a bit more cozy, comfy. Say so. Yeah, imagine, right? Imagine me being say so for once. But hey, give me a chance. I want to try. I want to try being like properly say so and give you guys like the fan service you want. The fan service for me is like literally just me acting normal. It's like, whoa, she's acting like a normal human being for once. That's crazy. Whoa. Are we gonna get the inverse and brat lolinaria? I am planning a stream where I'm going to be acting as a brat at one point. Not I don't know if I'll ever do lolly role play because it's not gonna be sussy if it's gonna be lolly role play. It's gonna be like just a little shithead of a kid, you know. Um, but I do want to do a brat role play at some point. But yeah, maybe after next week's. But like, cause next week's gonna have like a say so one. So like the brat one can be yeah. You guys are tasked to bully the brat version, because she will fight you. She's gonna have like a little kitty pocket knife, to stab you with. Wholesome trapped in an elevator with Enaria roleplay. Why? Okay, so if you're trapped in an elevator with someone, it's gonna go one or two ways, right? It's either gonna lead to like weird elevator sex, or it's gonna just be like you guys trauma dumping while sitting on the floor. That's how it usually goes, in my opinion. So it's like whenever I see those scenes in the movies, and they're always just like recounting stuff that happened, like um I think that's a trope. It's called like in a series. It's usually used as a way to have a recap. It's like a recap episode. So it's like bottle episode. That's what it's called, bottle episode. So it's a bottle episode is when the characters in a show are basically stuck in one place, and they don't really go anywhere. There's no scene changes. They're not like meeting new characters or anything. They're just kind of stuck in one place, like. So let's say if characters go camping and they're just like around a campfire the entire episode, that's a bottle episode. Sounds like you had experience. Bro, I wish I was that cool. I don't have any experience being stuck in an elevator, unfortunately. I know that's traumatizing for some people, but damn, if you survive, that's one hell of a story to tell. It's a way to save on budget. It is a budget thing. But yeah, maybe I could put that down as like an idea, like trapped in an elevator role play stream. What if the elevator starts working again while you two are still going at it? That is the risk that these people are surprisingly willing to take. Because, in my opinion, I keep worrying about like security cameras. It's like that's why public sex is so risky. It's like, what if you get filmed? You know, there was this instance where something like that happened and it got put on the news, where these two people were doing it inside an empty internet cafe, but there's a security camera. And then um and then it was funny because there was this person that came in, and then they had to like act like nothing happened, but they were doing it. Yeah. The girl was wearing a skirt. The guy, he just hid his dick with his hands. So it was like it was a split second decision. They were able to hide from that person, but not from the cameras. And so I'm just like, if you decide to have public sex, maybe scan the room first. Maybe look if there's any security cameras around. Because yeah, like that might lead to you getting banned from the premises forever. Um, He'll just save it for later use. God, the government's already watching you through your webcam. Oh, this is exactly why I told you guys that instead of using tape, I use like a little cartoony kitty band-aid for covering up my webcam. Because as I mentioned in my tweet, right? There's like gauze on the band-aid. So you can use that to cover the camera because it'll cover it up without leaving adhesive residue. And then if you have like the cheap cartoony band-aids, it's not gonna have a strong enough adhesive that it'll leave markings or it'll be difficult to remove from your laptop or your whatever. But there are these things. My friends were so shocked when I told them about this. There are these laptop. No, not laptop. There are these camera covers, right? So there are these cam covers that you can buy online, and it's like a tiny piece of plastic that you just put over your camera, whether it's your phone or your laptop. You can just put it over the camera, and then the thing that's cool little little piece of plastic that slides back and forth. So you can still use your camera, but you can only use it when you want to use it. Um, Otherwise, it's just gonna be covered up. So that's just for your own safety, the sensible way of concealing yourself. Yay! um, Okay, it's been okay. I know I hate having to cut it short because it's only been 2 hours, but I do have to eat now. So yeah, I'm glad you guys were listening to me ramble on and on and on about my furry crushes, my not furry crushes, but because again, as I said, just because I like these characters doesn't mean that I myself am a furry. Maybe an enthusiast, but like my quota. Yeah, like no, my quota. Yeah, exactly, my quota. But yeah, I actually oh, you know what? My mom showed up earlier, and I just remember I was dead tired. I couldn't even open the door. I just did not want to. I didn't want to get up, but I was close to canceling stream just because I was so dead tired when I woke up earlier. So it's like I'm gonna have to eat lunch now, and then I'm gonna have to pass out afterwards. Nothing like a good food coma. You're never beating the allegations. Hey! I will fight anybody that calls me a furry, and I will always deny it. I will take it to my grave. Okay? I am never going to admit that I'm a furry. But just not in this life, that's for sure. It's okay, we all yiff. I win! No! Don't say it like that! No! Like, oh man, saying the word "yif" it makes me feel uncomfortable. Like, I say a lot of weird things, but just "yif" alone, I'm like, okay, that's a bit strange. No. Why does this gift have a cat on it, man? Now I just feel like this is furry coded. I'll have to catch the VOD. Sounds like it's been a fun time. It was controversial, that's for sure, because everybody kept calling me names like furry and car fucker and fish fucker. The lexicon of unclean words. Yeah. Fish furry. No. Okay. What would you call a furry if it's a fish or a bird? I know some people were simping over the Gijinka of like the Twitter bird years ago, but I forgot what those people were called. Pescatarian. Fuck off. You said the fish was hot. Yeah, but I don't want to be called a fish fucker. That makes it seem like that's like a common thing with me. It's only 3 fish, okay? It's only 3 specific fish. They are exceptions. Don't call me a fish fucker. I will get a Norwegian board and make your ghost admit it. No. Okay, like if you can somehow get me off my ghost ass and then actually talk to you, Then sure, fine. Maybe then I'll admit it. But I won't admit it while I still live and breathe, okay? While I still stand on God's green earth, I refuse to admit that I am a furry. You know, realistically speaking, that just reminds me of that scene in like the live action Scooby Doo movie where Fred Jones was getting slandered, and he said something like Coolsville sucks or something. And, and it was just like a malicious edit, and so now I'm just like, oh, I probably shut up, panda, no, panda, fuck off. Three fish too many. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, anyways, I swear to God, I'm not. Okay, I'm not a furry. I will play Zenless Zone Zero, and then you guys will know that I can refrain from barking at the wolf man, you know? I'm built different, guys. I swear. Like I can restrain myself. I yeah, no. You're way more of a furry than I am. No! No! Don't say that! Crunchy. No, we're getting called. No, it's Jover for me, you guys. It's Jover. Man. You know, you know, so here's the thing, right? I'm a very hypersexual person, and I'm very open about my sexual interests, right? But this is exactly why no guy in Nexus is attracted to me. None of the talents ever want to date me. And this is purely why. This is why they see all this and they're just like, okay, maybe she's not normal. she's she's too weird for my taste. Like so don't worry, guys. I'm parasocial with chat for a reason because no one else wants me. Not even normal by VTuber standards. It's it. I was honest about being a girl failure, you know. But this is why the guys in Nexus don't see me as a girl. This is exactly why I'm an honorary bro, you know, specifically for these reasons. It's like a lot of people are like, "Oh, she's appealing to the male audience, the male gaze. She's appealing to straight men." And then when I talk to the straight men close to me, they don't see me like that at all. They're kind of turned off by it sometimes. They think it's hilarious, but that's why they don't see me as a woman. Don't worry, none of it's okay. None of the talents are fat Ajisans. You don't know. I haven't met all of them yet. Imagine. I only know a few people. What they look like, but like most Nexans, I don't even know their real names. Know what they look like, so it's like yeah, they're all just anime men to me, and I'm just a lowly woman with obscure and questionable desires and interests. Fat Ajisan VTuber Doko. Wait, I know there's like some big fellas. I know there was like but like I don't know about like Fat Ajisan. But that is actually kind of interesting, not gonna lie. I knew this person. Oh, the guy that I had to cut ties with recently. Um he actually wanted to be an Ojisan VTuber, and he was just gonna like talk in like an old man voice the entire time. he was gonna be an Oji-san character, and I was just like, oh, it's like a shame that he's not right now. Maybe in the future. Maybe in the future. I think the name might start with yeah, maybe one day. Maybe one day we'll have like a fat Oji-san VTuber. But it's like every day there's like a unique design. Like I mentioned this before, but there was like this VTuber that I came across, this Japanese VTuber that was like a cross dressing Bara character, and they talked in that voice. I don't know how to explain it in a way that's not offensive, but it's like a very clearly masculine voice, but talking in a way that's a little too flamboyant, so and they talk like that, and it was really funny. And that's definitely one way to get people's attention, having a VTuber model like that. So yeah, that's just, yeah, there's always Ani, Aniki, wake up, Oni-chan. Ohayo, Oni-chan. Oh, maybe I should do like Imoto role play. It's not gonna be sussy, but like, would you guys like Imoto role play? Because I'm doing a brat role play anyways, but it's like the brat's not gonna be related to you, but like because like a brat is gonna be like hateful, spiteful, vindictive, confrontational, aggressive, right? But like the Unmoto, I'm going to make into a more affectionate, more doting character. So like it's basically like the younger sister that has like a complex, a sibling complex, So it's like narrator. It became so, shut up, shut up, shut up. Let me pretend like I'm capable of staying in character. Chat will correct both. Fuck off. Come on. Oh my god. Sure, why not? I'm gonna be, yeah. Oh god, some more role play. I'll be doing these role plays more often, just because it's like, I think it's a fun way to interact with chat. It's like, how there's like an Enaria verse, basically, like Lolly Naria, DJ Naria, Mommy Naria, um tomboy Naria, fem Naria. You know how there's all of that. I feel like doing these role play streams once a week would be kind of funny, because you guys will get to see one of my many personalities. so so yeah, it's like, I mean, you'll still get me normally like the rest of the week, but like for those role play streams, it's gonna be like, I'm gonna be acting a certain way, and then you guys will just have to respond accordingly. Exactly, we're just lore expanding. It's it's just the Anaria verse. Yeah. um Being sick with the cough helped destroy my sense of shame for yesterday. I don't think I could. Was that what that was? I was like, oh, Iwan's being such a good sport. She's really playing along with this. And then, oh, you were sick and delirious. That explains so much. I was like, oh, she's really into it. She's really playing along. The delirium. It was the delirium. That's so funny to me. I'll try my best in the future, but no promises. That's okay. You can. I never want to force someone into an uncomfortable situation. It's like, I will have uncomfortable streams. I mean, as I mentioned before, I am not a comfort streamer. I am a discomfort streamer. I will have uncomfy streams like yesterday, but it is up to everybody, to come in or leave, at their own discretion. It's like, join my streams. Like, I give warnings. Like, it's very obvious from the titles, from the stream concept, the thumbnails. Enter at your own risk. It's like, it's not my fault that people come in and find it cringe. It's like, I told you guys it was gonna be cringe. It's up to you to leave or to not click on the stream. brain damage is a requirement to enter the Enaria zone. Yeah, into the basement. So so you are gonna have to just deal with that. It was quite funny regardless. And I thought it was hilarious. But I don't know how many more times I'm gonna bring out mommy Naria. It is kind of embarrassing for me to act that way because mommy Naria is a type of personality that I only bring out in certain circumstances, behind closed doors and with only one person. Like I'm not gonna bring it out like in front of my friends, so that was very interesting for me to be like completely and utterly shameless. I was very much ashamed at the start and at the end. But like throughout the stream, I kind of got more comfortable, like the more you guys were joking around with me. Entertaining cringe, I think that's all I am, really. Entertaining cringe. Cringe entertainment. You had a good run in the middle for sure. I think so too. But yeah, in for next week's role play stream, it's gonna be a bit more, or it's gonna be a lot more. Say so. So if you weren't really comfy with all that sexual talk and the innuendos yesterday, you can come by to the more wholesome fan servicey stream next weekend. So yeah. Okay, I am actually gonna have to go. My stomach is grumbling, and you guys know that I'm still in recovery, and so I'm having to be kind of careful about what I put in my body. Ha 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 ha. What I consume the next couple of weeks. Doctor's orders. Bleh. Just going back to the hospital. Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for coming to the stream. I hope you guys had a fun time. We're just yapping, we're just chatting about stuff. But yeah. Hopefully I'll be able to post my stream schedule tonight or tomorrow. But yeah. No stream tomorrow unless I'm up for it. But yeah, probably no stream. We'll see. We'll see. Anyways, thank you guys so much for coming. Hope to see you guys on the next one. But until then, take care. Bye. Please end. Please end.